So that would have been kind of cool. But you know, I'll be a cannibal in the next thing. I'll write my own cannibal.
You gotta write your own cannibal movie. But you had a good time on Empire playing.
Yeah, we had a real good time.
Yeah. Now, you have hosted or presented at every award show out there. Right, every award show from the Oscars, MTV Awards, NAACP Awards, and these big productions, they really have many more rules than, you know, when you're doing your stand-up routines or you're doing your movies with regards to what you should or shouldn't say, right? But you're somebody who likes to break the rules. Like the NAACP Awards, speaking of Jussie, you mentioned that the producer said no Jussie jokes on stage, and you went out there and delivered your biggest and best Jussie Smollett joke. But what's the price? Is there a price that you have to pay for breaking the rules in those kinds of situations? Or does that depend what level you're at, or what goes on behind the scenes?
I mean, I guess everything depends on what level you're at.
Yeah.
Everything depends on how cute you are in the eyes of your bosses.
Well, I'm sure your bosses think you're pretty cute, so.
Yeah, I mean, what I normally do when I'm hosting a show anyway, I always go, tell me what I can't say.
Okay.
I say that very early on in the process, and then they give me a list of what I can't say. And then, after that, I start writing jokes around it. And then I never show them the jokes.
Okay.
Because if I show them the jokes, then they'll go, you can't say that either.
Yeah. So you make sure that whatever's on the list, you don't address.
Yeah, so when I host the Oscars, I don't know how I've been able to pull this off. They never see the jokes.
Wow.
I never show them the jokes.
How have you been able to pull it off? Are they emailing you like, Chris, don't forget to send over those jokes?
I just promise that I'm not going to curse.
Yeah.
And I promise that, you know, I'm going to be, you know, they have a list of things I can't say. I'm not going to, you know.
Yeah. You already did your part. You asked for the list. There it is.
Yeah. So, but, you know, a good artist finds a way around it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
have you ever been on stage live and you delivered a joke and then you thought afterwards, oops, I went too far?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, it depends. Well, there's two levels of stage. There's me, like, at the Comedy Cellar, working out new jokes.
Yeah. That's where you test out your jokes, right?
Yeah, that's kind of like I'm in the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not like... And then there's me at, like, the Barclays Center.
Yeah.
So, if I'm at the Comedy Cellar, yeah, I go too far all the time. You know, when Floyd Mayweather's training, he gets knocked down sometimes.
Yeah.
Because he's trying stuff.
Yeah.
He's usually in there with fighters that are bigger than him, and he's trying stuff. And that's where you fall down. That's where you mess up. So,
yeah.
But when I get to the Barclays, when I get to the Garden, it's correct.
You make sure it's on point, yeah.
I make sure it's on point.
Yeah. Now, I want your thoughts on cancel culture, right? Cancel culture is like a big thing where a lot of celebrities have been cancelled or boycotted because of jokes or because of certain actions or because of having certain opinions. But what's your opinion on cancel culture? And if you, God forbid, were ever cancelled, what would be the reason for it?
I don't know. I don't even know how to... I mean...
Is it surprising to you that... I mean, social media is really what's driving cancel culture, right?
I mean, I'm not really... Hopefully not a part of that.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say? I don't know. I really don't have an answer for it. I just know if you're really a fan of somebody... them saying one thing probably isn't going to, make you not like them for life.
Yeah. If you're a true fan.
If you're a true fan. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I roll... When you're a real fan of somebody, you kind of roll with them. And you kind of go through, like, oh, I'm not, I don't want to say names, but so-and-so put out 2 bad albums in a row.
Yeah.
I wonder if this next one's any good. You know what I mean? Or so-and-so's done some bad movies or whatever. You kind of roll with them.
Mm.
So I don't know. I don't get into all that stuff. I try to be fans of people. I'm not, I don't wake up to hate somebody. I don't wake up to I don't think it's important that I don't like something. You know what I mean? Because really, like if a comedian tells a joke I don't like, I just won't laugh.
Yeah.
I'm a comedian. I'll tell you right now, not laughing is like
that's got more power than
that gets the message
that
to me.
Yeah.
But people are entitled to do whatever they want, and I'm not here to judge.
Yeah. Is there anybody who has been cancelled that you think should be renewed, reinstated, however you want to?
I'm not saying nothing. I'm just like,
Got it. Yeah, people can get cancelled for saying this person shouldn't be cancelled. So that's kind of where we are right now.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just, wait, what's my daughter want? 1 second.
Yeah. People are sending me messages too, but I don't even want to open them up because I don't know what's going to happen. I think you're frozen. Oh, probably because he's checking his phone. How are you guys enjoying it so far?
I just had to answer my daughter.
You're back. No worries. How are your daughters doing? Are you quarantining with them?
You know what? My ex-wife lives, like 10 minutes from me.
Yeah.
So my kids go back and forth. So, yeah, sometimes they're here.
Yeah.
They're just not here right now. But
Gotcha. Yeah. What is the biggest misconception you think people have about you? Is there one that you care about?
I don't know. I don't really. You're
focused, aren't you? You shut out the outside world. It seems like you're focused on your work. You're focused on doing good with your charity work. Getting
kids.
Family.
They'll be out of the house in a minute, but I just don't really. I don't really get into. What I don't know. What do people think? I don't know. You're out there more than me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything negative, to be honest. I mean, not for maybe 1 or 2 sort of press articles that have been out there like way in the past. But no, I think it's in general. There's overwhelming love for you throughout the world as well.
I try to.
When people saw us doing this interview, you don't know how excited everyone got. They were like, wow, that's a legend. How'd you get Chris Rock? Like, everyone's DMing me.
Legends.
How'd you get Chris Rock?
Legends are old and have done their best work. Let's hope that's not the case.
You're on your way to being legendary then. How about that?
Let's hope that's not the case. I think I got some good stuff in me.
You're a living legend, but you're continuing the legendary stuff that you're doing. We're almost done, but what are your top tips for getting through? Oh, I think you froze again. Oh, you're back. There you go. What are your top tips for getting through quarantine that people can take from? And then I'm going to ask you about your top songs that you've been playing through quarantine as well.
Oh, God. Okay. I only got a couple more. What's my top tips? My top tips are... I don't know, man. Just eat right, exercise, get your medical hookup right. Like, it's so weird because, every state's different and it's weird that there's not like a unified response of what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you kind of like like, what's your doctor situation? Like, what's your medical situation? So, like, lock that down.
It's important.
That's the most important
Vital.
thing. I actually got tested yesterday. I got me and my kids got tested yesterday. We're fine. Everybody's fine.
Yeah. Did you felt symptoms, or you just wanted to make sure?
No, well, my youngest is asthmatic. So if she wakes up and, if she blinks too much, I'm like, okay, I get scared.
Yeah.
But, I just wanted to have, like, peace of mind, kind of.
Yeah.
Because it does look like we're going to be going back into the world kind of soon.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, like, get
gradually
this thing
happening. It's gradually happening.
Yeah, so I'm just getting on this thing where I basically get tested every 10 days or 2 weeks or whatever. I'm like, okay. Because that's what our lives are going to be like anyway.
Yeah. And especially, like you said, having a daughter who's asthmatic.
I'm just like, okay, this is going to be part of my regimen until they find a cure for this thing. So,
how do you feel about that this is sort of our new normal?
It's like, what can I do? It's like, what can you do? You got to figure out your life. You got to figure out your workspace. Are you living in the place you want to live? Mm-hmm. Are you near the people you want to be near? I mean, that's, when this is over, there's going to be a lot of shifting and people like, okay, where do I want to be?
Yeah.
Who do I want in my life? Who's really there for me? Who can I count on? Like, these things we took for granted are, you're not going to take as much for granted.
Yeah.
Who can I count on? Is going to be a big one.
There's a lot of self-reflection going on. And hopefully most of us will come out of this much better people.
Yeah, hopefully, it's weird. I noticed in the last, whatever, I don't want to give, my age, but last 20 years or whatever, people have been, like, really ashamed to admit they need people. Everybody's wanted to represent themselves as I'm self-made. I do this by myself. I don't need nobody. And you know what? We all need, man. We all need each other.
And it doesn't mean you're weak because
doesn't mean you're weak. Need is not a bad word, man. Like, I have needs, man. And I need people, and, I hope that this, makes society less, less people try to isolate. And we form, there's more community.
Yeah. I hope so. So last question. You're a big music lover, obviously. We've seen you in music videos. You've been on albums like Kanye's album. What are your top 3 quarantine tracks that you recommend for people to play on repeat at this time?
I don't know. I mean, I've just been listening to, like, whole albums. I've been listening to a lot of James Gray.
Yeah.
I actually love the Kanye record.
Yeah.
I know people are, like, torn. I'm like, I kind of, like, gave it another.
It always grows on you if you give it a chance, doesn't it?
Well, it's weird. Like, the first time you hear any Kanye thing, you're always mad it doesn't sound like the last one.
Yeah.
And then when you get over that and just give it a chance as its own entity, you realize, wow, this is really kind of dope.
He really is a musical genius. He truly is.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah. Have you guys been in touch during the?
You know, it's weird. I talk to Kim more than him.
Do you? You guys are good friends.
Yeah, I don't know how that's happened, but yeah. But we've all been in touch. We've all been on, like, weird, crazy Zooms. It's like,
do you do, like, family Zooms?
Do family Zooms. It's like weird, like me, Dave, Tom Brady, like some crazy. Like, some of these Zooms are just weird.
How does that even happen? Who suggests, hey guys?
There's, Dave will do it, or whatever. Sandler will do it, or whatever, and we just start bringing in other people.
Yeah.
But
that sounds like fun.
Yeah, I was on with Julia Roberts last night or 2 nights ago.
Really?
Well, I mean, I just only say that because I've been in show business forever, and I probably talked to her twice in 30 years. So I was like, Julia?
And one of those times was on Zoom.
Yeah, it was like, hey, what you doing here?
Yeah.
But
It's just a whole new way of doing things, isn't it? It was my friend's birthday. Recently, we had like a Zoom party. There were like 50 people in the party. We're all sipping wine and talking.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna do, because I think I'm almost done with this script. So I'm organizing a Zoom read through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're moving ahead. You're pushing ahead with this.
Yeah, I'm pushing ahead with it. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Any idea when when it might be announced, or is it? Yes, it's you, my friend Fiona Bloom. It was her birthday.
I don't know. Oh, what? By the way, the thing I listen to the most, back to your other question, is the new Fiona Apple album. It's
okay.
ridiculous. It's amazing.
I haven't heard that.
That's
your favorite right now.
I know people like Chris Rock, Fiona. I'm madly in love with Fiona Apple.
And it was a whole album as well. No one listens to albums, so that's saying something.
Well, I mean, singles are nice, but I like a piece of art.
So you are an album guy.
I'm like an album guy. I want to hear the whole piece of art. I'm like, okay, what were you going through at this time?
Yeah.
What's going on in your life? I like, like a whole complete thing.
Yeah.
But I have to go because my daughter just called me.
Well, I appreciate this. I really do. I was so happy when you said, yeah, I'll jump on and do this. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
And, I'm glad, your immediate family is doing well.
All
I'm
good.
glad.
Your people good?
My people are good, yeah. I've got people all over the world, but France, my parents are in France, my brother and sister are in England, but they're all doing well. So definitely blessed, like you said, about yourself. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. Anything else we need to know about what you've got coming out or anything?
Hey, everybody, social distance, like, wash your hands. This shit's for real. Like, it's real out there. People are really dying, so let's be careful.
It's no joke. And as the weather gets warmer, you've seen in New York, more and more people are coming out and hanging out, and it's getting a little too much, to be honest.
And figure out your doctor situation. A lot of people don't even look into it until they're coughing or whatever. It's like, nah.
Yeah.
Man. Like, what is your plan? What is your medical plan?
Health first. Health and family first.
Health and family first. So
yeah. Chris, thank you so much. I'll let you get back to your script.
You take care.
You got going on. All right, and thank you guys for watching. All right, take care, guys. Be safe.
Take care.